guys? Nelson with Average Home Theater. I'm back. It's been several weeks. I think it's been like 6 or 7 weeks, maybe a little longer. I've had all kind of stuff going on just about every weekend, except for last weekend, which was Easter. I've had a lot of troops with the 501st, and I recently started trying to get in. Well, I'm in the process of getting in with the Louisiana Ghostbusters. So I've been getting a lot of nerd stuff going. So I haven't had much time to do this, and I missed it. So anyway, so I'm here today to talk about the Batman because everybody's talking about it, and it finally came on HBO Max. So first thing, the movie's very good. I enjoyed it. It was a little long in the tooth, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. It felt like a 2-hour movie, 2 hours and 15 minutes. It didn't feel like 3 hours. But nonetheless, it's still a long movie. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of buzz about, some people saying, oh, it's like the greatest Batman ever made. Some people saying it's like a masterpiece. I've seen that. And then there's the other side of people saying, oh, it's long and boring, nothing really happens, blah, blah, blah. They have the anti-Robert Pattinson people out there, the anti-Zoe Kravitz people, and, I get all of those things. I understand why people wouldn't want to watch a movie that's that long. I understand why people wouldn't want to watch a movie with Robert Pattinson or Zoe Kravitz. I didn't even know who she was until this movie, so I don't know how you can hate her, but, I guess maybe other people have seen stuff that I haven't. But anyway, back to the movie. It's very good. The style is awesome. I love, I like dark movies like that. The music is really cool. The score, I mean. The writing is very good. The dialogue was pretty good. I didn't, hear too many things that are like, oh God, that was cheesy. It's not like watching a Marvel movie. But it was very good. The story was neat. The whole people are saying, oh, it's a detective movie, and and I can agree. It's very much a good mystery. It was fun watching them trying to figure out who the Riddler was, what his motivation was, and all of those things. So yeah, I give it really high marks for that. The action scenes were good. The choreography was good. Man, the sound. If you have a capable sound system, this movie is awesome. And then this was a digital stream, so once the physical copy comes out, that is no doubt is going to be one of the better sounding movies to come out in a while. It was, when I say shaking my room, it was shaking my room. So I can't wait for that. And I guess I will get the physical copy of this just because of, of how good it was. It was a very good movie. Now let's get to some of the things I didn't like, right? The slow walk by Robert Pattinson. It was done about 30 times. And it's like, okay, I get the point. He's badass. People are scared of him. He's intimidating. I get it. But every single chance they got, he did the slow walk and the slow movements, and it kind of got on my nerves a little bit. So that's kind of a knock, I like the movie. I'm gonna buy it, like I said, buy the physical copy, and it's a very good movie. But it's not perfect. It's not a masterpiece. I'm not sure how often I'll watch it, but I'll definitely watch it. It's just I don't know. I didn't feel it like some people did. Colin Farrell as the Penguin was fantastic. To me, he was one of the better parts of the whole movie. And he was small, like he had a small part. So I can't wait if they do sequels, which I'm sure they will. Looks like he may be kind of in some of that. And I look forward to that because he made me laugh. He was convincing as a crime guy. The chase scene, which everybody knows is a chase scene. It's in the trailer. That's one of my favorite parts of the movie. The sound and just everything was fantastic. Um, so yeah, I really liked him. Paul Dano as the Riddler, of course. He's kind of good in everything. He's a strange guy. I've even seen him in some interviews where, you know, he's just a little different. You know, I mean, I don't think he's like a creepazoid or anything, but he's just a little different, and he plays roles like that really well. That movie Prisoners, I mean, I just watched that recently, and man, he was so good in that. Um, who else? Zoe did okay, you know, as Catwoman. I mean, it was, you know, it was nothing to write home about, but I mean, she did the job. It was fine. Um, John Turturro as Falcone. I mean, I love John Turturro. Who doesn't? So it was nice to see him in something again. You haven't really seen him in anything lately, nothing big. So that was, I like that. So yeah, it's good. You know, the climax and everything was, I mean, maybe a little on the underwhelming side. And I think it's more of how long the movie was. Like the climax kind of dragged on a little bit. So I think maybe they could have edited a little bit. But, you know, it is fine. It's good. So Robert Pattinson, he was really good. Okay. He kind of looked the part, you know. I mean, he's not physically imposing. I mean, he's not much bigger than me in real life, but you know, neither is Michael Keaton, so he did the job. His Bruce Wayne, which you hardly see him as Bruce Wayne, he's pretty much Batman the whole movie, which, you know, everybody has talked about, so I'm not giving anything away. You know, I mean, he's basically the same person. So I guess, you know, it's different, and it was artistic choice by the director and him, I guess, to not have them two contrast like they normally, you know, normally Bruce Wayne is kind of, you know, he plays the billionaire fat cat part, and then, you know, when he's Batman. So this was a little different. He was kind of the same all the time. Small detail I did like is they actually show that the fact that he paints his eyes black around, you know, so you don't see his skin through the face mask, which no other Batman ever shows that, you know, because I know like Michael Keaton and Christian Bale, it's obvious they're wearing black face paint, but when they take their masks off, there's no face paint there. So I like the fact that they actually addressed that in this. I just thought it was kind of neat. I think that's all I'm gonna say that's non-spoiler. Very good movie. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it probably an 8. It would have been a 9 if it would have been maybe just a tad bit shorter, because I do think that if they would have just cut down his slow walk scenes, they probably would have cut out 15 minutes of the movie. So I'll have to, you know, I had to deduct a point for that. And, you know, it really wasn't like the greatest Batman movie ever. So it's definitely not gonna get, wasn't gonna get a 10. So there's a point off. So I think 8's a fair number. Audio wise, it's just, I mean, the audio is really good. And the video, the picture, which, you know, it probably was meant to look that way, but I found some shots, I mean, you can tell when they use a certain lens to where they want to focus on one person, everything else looks blurry. That's not what I'm talking about. There were a few shots that were actually, they looked out of focus. Like they didn't look good at all. So I don't know what happened there, but so, you know, it for what the type of movie it is, it looked fine. But it's nothing that's, you know, it's gonna wow you on your projector or your TV or whatever you may have. But the audio will. The audio is really good, and I can't wait for the physical copy on that. But yeah, so that's it for the spoilers. And I'm just gonna talk, I mean, non-spoilers. I'm just gonna talk about a few little spoilers here. So come back, and if you've watched the movie, you can keep watching. So some of the things that I really did like as far as spoilers go is the fight scenes, right? You know, there's always the one that everybody saw in the trailer, you know, on Vengeance after he beats the snot out of the guy. And yeah, that was neat. I did notice their face paint and everything looked kind of Jokerish, so I don't know if they're going somewhere with that. But that was cool. But I think my favorite, other than the chase scene, my favorite when he's fighting is towards the end whenever he blew up the fire extinguisher, and they have it's not smoke, but you know, the fire extinguisher gas or whatever is all around. He just like, he jumps out and he tackles that guy. That was like my favorite. It reminded me of Jurassic Park 3 when the pterodactyl is walking on the ledge, and through the fog you just see the pterodactyl. So it kind of reminded me of that. That made me, you know, like laugh out loud. And the penguin chase scene, the car was just awesome. The sound, like, I'm not kidding, whenever the car would start, it made my body shake. And during the chase scene, you know, just like whenever the penguin stopped, his car slid and he stopped up against another vehicle, and then in the surround channels you hear the I don't know what you call it, it's not a Batmobile, maybe. Batmobile is driving all crazy, and man, I just loved it. It was funny. The penguin was like, this guy's crazy, you know. So the movie has a lot of redeeming qualities, and I'm not sure how I felt about the Thomas Wayne being maybe a little shady aspect of it. I don't know about the comic books. Y'all let me know if that's something that's in there, or if they just chose to do that for this movie. And I know he didn't want that guy killed, but the fact that he sent a mobster to scare this guy, that just kind of goes against the whole Thomas Wayne thing. So I don't know how I felt about that, but it's nothing that ruins the movie for me or anything. But so yeah, I think that's really all I'm going to talk about as far as, I mean, there's not a whole lot. I mean, the movie, you have to watch it. So, and if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's so long, and I'm watching this, I'm doing this right after I watched it. I didn't take any notes. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. So I can't remember everything, but I definitely enjoyed it. It's good. So anyway, that's going to be it. I don't want to repeat myself, and hopefully I'll watch something soon and be able to do another video for you guys. Like and subscribe, comment, let me know if I'm an idiot or if you like the show and you agree with me, and I'll see you next time.